Hey guys, welcome to my channel. How you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know I am. It's actually been rainy here in Hawaii. We've had a few days of rain and more coming, but it's all good. It's a great break from the heat. I know my plants out there definitely need the water, and it's a good day to cozy up, get comfortable, and do some tarot. I'm super excited for today, guys. I'm Johnny Alchemy, and thank you for checking out my video. Today on June 26th, we have Mercury entering Leo. So when these two energies combine, get ready to let your heart roar. Mercury is going to channel Leo's fiery energy to communicate messages from your heart through a straightforward yet lively expression. So if you've been shying away from sharing your opinions or had difficulty expressing yourself in groups, or maybe you just had something to get off your chest, this energetic alignment can help overcome these obstacles, guys. Now is the time to really express yourself with some flair. Be loud, be joyous. Let others know your most genuine feelings and let them know who you truly are. Take a tip from Leo and really embody that lion. Feel inspired, feel bold, feel unafraid of self-expression. This energy is going to be with us, guys, until July 17th, so don't hold back. Express your most authentic self with passion and confidence. Okay, guys, so for this reading, we will be looking at what the message you have from your heart is. And we will have 4 stacks for this and 6 cards each. I will be examining what message you have from your heart, why you are passionate about this message, who needs to hear this message, difficulties in your own self-expression, how to best express yourself, and finally, the effect that your message will have on others. Sounds really exciting, guys. I'm really excited for this reading, and as always, at the end of the video, I will also draw your bonus single daily advice card that you can apply to your life today. And as always, I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in and checking out my videos. It means the absolute world to me. As this month has ended, I've come to such enlightenment and clarity on where I want to take this channel in terms of the videos and my true purpose of what I want to achieve. So I'm very excited for this next upcoming month in July, because I will be expanding beyond these pick a card readings. Don't worry, I will still continue doing them, but just to a lesser extent. And I'm going to start making videos that touch on topics such as spirituality, energy, personal development, and life wisdom. Of course, life wisdom, the most important thing, to raise our own awareness. So I'm super excited for that, guys. I hope you stay tuned for that to check it out as well. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. I would love to stay in touch with you so we can keep in touch for future readings and more. And as always, guys, if you would like a reading done by me, you can book a session with the link provided down below in the description box. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have. I'm super excited to get started with this reading, and let's see what Mercury and Leo has in store for you. Okay, guys, we're going to begin the reading. We have stack 1, 2, 3, and 4 for you right here. I'm going to timestamp each stack in the description box below, as well as the meaning of each card position in the spread. And I would suggest taking the time now to pause the video, to sit with yourself, clear your mind, open your heart, and try to get in tune with the message that you may have from your heart at this very moment. And when you feel that you're ready, press play and choose a stack with your gut instinct or intuition that is calling out to you the most. And as always, the bonus daily advice card is at the end of the video, and I will have that time stamped in the description box as well. Okay, guys, so we're going to start off with stack number 1. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's see, everything is in frame. Put these guys over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's start off here on the left. We got in terms of a message that you have, that from your heart that you will have right now, we have the Page of Wands. With this Page of Wands, it shows that you're really willing and able to start taking control of your life. And I feel like here, especially, I see so many other cards like 3 of Cups, I see Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor. I feel like there's this whole family vibe, this type of friend vibe going on in terms of your family and friends, and you just need to let them know finally what it is that your biggest dreams are, what your biggest vision is that you have for your life, and that you are willing to start forging a path that you're very passionate about. especially with the wands. It shows that you're really ready to start adventuring out there. Look at this guy. He's holding this staff, this the wand as if a walking stick, going on a big adventure. He's looking at all this new possible growth that can be attained down the road. And I think especially here with all these different cards, I see so many different roles right here. I see the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, almost like mother, father, the Three of Cups, always meaning some type of friendships. And I feel like you're going to be telling this to all your close loved ones, your family and friends, especially. But here it shows there's a certain blockage. In terms of why you feel so passionate about this is because here with the Hanged Man reversed, I could definitely see this blockage, having so many reversed and seeing this Hanged Man. I feel like this is something that you've been pondering for a very, very long time, where you almost feel like you've been in a stalemate, if you will, in terms of trying to get this message out there to your loved ones. Because maybe, I'm sure you have your reservations. It's not a very easy thing to be so open sometimes. And I feel like you've sat with this idea for a very, very long time. And so here now is your opportunity in terms of really expressing what it is that you want in life and who you are, and trying to be as genuine and true to yourself as possible. Now you're ready to start telling these people, like here in terms of who you're going to tell. I see the Three of Cups reversed. I mean, there's something here, especially with the reverse. I mean, it's talking about your social life. So not just like a few group of friends, but literally all your friends probably. There's something here where there's a little bit of a strain that's been going on in your life with your friendships right now. I think there's something here where I believe with you not being able to be so open with this message, it does put a strain on your relationships, because, when there is that hesitation to be so honest and real with those you love and to put yourself in such a vulnerable position, those types of feelings can be picked up very easily. And I feel like there's a certain underlying strain in your relationships right now where this is probably having an effect on it, where you are not comfortable telling them this yet, or you haven't been until now. And it's been putting a certain strain on your relationship, and being able to finally let go and express yourself, I think we'll be able to let a lot of these feelings flow. So in terms of here, in terms of who you can tell, and then now the obstacles here. I see here in terms of obstacles as to what may be holding you back, it's the Queen of Pentacles. So here, there's something here where you may be, where you just may be very closed off. Because here, especially with the Hanged Man, it shows that there was a certain stalemate where you just kind of sit still and things are not moving. Especially being another Earth card, over here with the Queen of Pentacles, totally not moving type of card as well, where there's more stability and groundedness. So here you may just sit with yourself a lot, and you may just be very, not to be insulting, but, self-indulgent, or you may be, get very much into yourself, into your head, whatever it is, and you just get very stagnant. So in terms of what gets in the way of your self-expression is the fact that, you are just not comfortable in terms of that expression. You're just very comfortable in just keeping the status quo, not stirring the pot, kind of just sitting with yourself. But honestly, that can lead to stagnation, which I feel like there's this big blockage here with all these reversed here. So here now it really is, I'm starting to see this really is the time for you to start expressing exactly who it is you are, because, this is all just building up to a head, honestly. You need to start expressing and letting others know exactly what it is that you want to achieve over here, this new adventure, this new dream, you trying to take control and accountability for your life to go out on an adventure. And here I see so many people here. I see your friends, I see your mother, I see your father, and here let's move on here. So in terms of what gets in the way, but how can you express yourself better? The best way you can express yourself is the Emperor reversed. So here with the Emperor, it's talking about letting things go, kind of like losing that control, losing that power, letting go of those expectations, those rules and regulations, all of that stuff. When it comes to really expressing things about yourself, it's about letting things flow. And sometimes we can't control that. Think about it as water. You have to let things flow sometimes in terms of what you're feeling and what you're thinking. And sometimes it can't always be so structured. So here, especially talking about a message from the heart, you have to let that message flow. So in terms of how to best express yourself, just let it go. Just let it go, let it be free, let all the emotions and the feelings and the thoughts out. Don't try and overthink things. Just let them go, let it be natural. And so in terms of the effect of this message, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The effect of this message for others is really going to show that you are willing to start taking care of yourself, because I think in here, it really hasn't been showing that you have been taking care of yourself. There's so many other people in this spread. I see friends, family, mother, father, all these things, or you've been so caught up in your head about thinking about what they would think, or how they would react, or what their expectation or judgment might be, where, it turned into this, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And so now, in terms of the effect the message will have, I feel like this will be the catharsis and where the dam breaks, where you can just let everything flow, and all this energetic blockage will finally be able to move and to have some flow to it. And here, you'll start to learn to take care of yourself, because even here, in terms of the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, there's something here that's showing that you have, by not expressing yourself, obviously you're not taking care of yourself in some way. You're denying yourself a certain aspect, a certain freedom, a certain, just liberty and freedom just to be yourself. And that's the whole point of this energetic message, guys, is to really let yourself out there, let it go, express exactly who it is that you are, what you want in life, what you wish to achieve, and express it with those around you, those who would understand you. I see family, I see friends. So this is a close-knit group of people here, people that are meant here to support you and love you, hopefully. Because here it shows that you have been such in a standstill with this, and now it really is the time to start letting these people know, so you can start taking care of yourself here in terms of what it is that you truly need. And the good thing about it is, if you tell these people, you're going to help them understand what you exactly need as well. Because if you're on a certain journey and if you let them know that's my intention, they will try and do what they can to help you go on that journey, to be that support system for you. So this is I see a lot of friends and family. I see such a personal journey here, going from a page to a knight. I see beautiful things. So here there is a certain blockage, but you can get over it with this self-expression of the heart, letting your friends and family know exactly what it is that you want to do with your life in terms of taking accountability and starting a new adventure. So let me do a quick summary, guys. So here, in terms of the message from the heart, you are ready to take your life back. You are ready to start something new, start a new adventure, and to really start exploring and expanding your horizons with your own self and what it is that you want in your life. You want this, you feel so passionately about this, is because with the Hanged Man, you have sat with this idea for quite a long time, and you may have felt like even a stagnant stalemate with this, especially with all this reverse. There's a certain blockage that I'm sensing here. So here with this Hanged Man, it shows that you've sat with this idea for a very, very long time, but you have been hesitant to tell them. And who it is that you really need to tell are all your close relationships. Here it's friends, but I also see mother, father. I see friends and family all together. All these cards, they show a very strong relationship in these three right here. So really, your friends and family need to know, because the more that they don't know, it's only getting in the way of them really trying to connect with you on a certain level. If they don't know what it is that you want, they can't help you and support you on your journey. And so what is it that really gets in the way? It gets in the way of your self-expression. It's because you have a hard time taking care of yourself. By denying your self-expression, you aren't taking care of yourself in some way. You're denying yourself something. So here, you have to start understanding that, sure, if it's nice to feel safe and comfortable not telling them these things, but everything is just building up behind you. Everything's building up inside of you in your head, and you need to let it out. You need to let this expression flow. And how's the best way to do that? With the Emperor reversed, kind of let go of all those expectations, let go of all those regulations and rules and control that you think you might have with this, and trying to understand, what are their judgments of me? What are their perceptions? What will they say? What will they think? Just to let all that go and let it flow. As with all messages of the heart, and talking about feelings and emotions, you have to let those things flow out of you, and they can't be so structured. And the importance of all this message is to really help you take care of yourself, because by doing this and expressing exactly who you are in your most authentic self, you are taking care of yourself. You are honoring exactly who it is you want to be, that you feel like you want to be, and what it is you want to achieve in life. And this will turn all of these reverse upside down, and hopefully allow this energetic blockage to finally flow out in your life. Okay, guys, so that's all I see for this stack. It's a very beautiful stack. There's a lot going on with friends and family, and I hope if this resonates with you that you will be able to find the courage and strength to trust in them, that they will love you and support you. Okay, guys, so that's all I see. And don't forget to check out your bonus daily advice cards. If this stack resonated with you as well, I would love to hear in the comments. And check out that bonus daily advice card, which is also time-stamped in the description box below. And we'll move on to the next stack. Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to stack number 2. Let's see what we got. Okay, make sure everything's in frame. Okay. Okay, guys, so, wow, okay. 2 swords. Okay, so let's start off on the left here. So, in terms of a possible message you may have from your heart right now, it shows the 2 of Pentacles reversed. So this 2 of Pentacles, it shows that you may be struggling a little bit in your life in terms of the physical realm. This could be anything from your finances to your health. Possibly you have taken on too much and you just have a very hard time juggling everything and maintaining everything. You may be very overwhelmed with life right now in terms of just down to the daily maintenance of it. So there's something here where you really might be asking for help and are struggling a little bit. And why you are so passionate about this message, you know, if you are asking for help, is because you might have been stuck in this, in these circumstances for quite a while with this Tower reversed. It shows something where it hasn't changed very much, or there has not been any very drastic changes in terms of this. So it shows that you may have been stuck in this state for quite some time, and now you're willing to start changing it to reach out to people to ask for help, possibly. In terms of who you need to talk to, who needs to hear this message, there is someone here, because I see almost a past relationship of some kind, either whether they be boyfriend, girlfriend, because I see this with this queen and it's right here. There's a possibly boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, friendship, whatever it is. But I see there's a certain male, female, relationship here. But there's something here where you need to ask something from this certain person. And in terms of what type of person the Page of Swords is reversed, you know, this may be someone who may be all talk and no action, who may just act without thinking. They might be a know-it-all. They may talk too much. They may be full of the ego, whatever it is. But there's someone here who you need to talk to in terms of you may need to ask for their help, because you may have known them in the past. You may have had a past relationship, because there's something here in terms of what's blocking this. There is the 5 of Swords. Look, another Swords. You know, so there's something here with this relationship that you may have had some bad blood or a bad experience in the past. May have had a falling out even, or things just were not the same afterwards, and possibly, you know, things were left, you know, there were loose ends to be tied. And so what's blocking this self-expression right now is to really move on from that, from what this person, what you guys experienced in the past. And you may have trouble trying to forgive this person or trying to forget exactly what's happened, but you know, you need to get on with that, and you need to address this right here, you know, what happened in the past, so you can move on, because you need to ask this person for some help, obviously. So here, there's something here that you need to heal from this past. Let bygones be bygones. Be prepared to look at the bigger picture, so you can move past this and worry about your current circumstances right now. Forget the past, because it looks like you definitely need some help and you want a big change right now. And in terms of trying to express yourself, what is the best way to express yourself? We got the Queen of Wands reversed. So here, I mean, if this does resonate with you and you are struggling a little bit, this is really asking you to, if you're going to be seeking help, to really ask for it in a very humble way, and to don't be so confident with it. Obviously, if you're struggling and if you are needing some type of assistance, you know, it's a very humbling experience. So just really embody that. Be as genuine and open as possible. I mean, really talking about, if we're talking about Mercury and Leo and being our most authentic self, you know, if you are too proud, or, you know, or asking for help isn't something that you're used to, just be very humble about it. You know, just feel like that you're grateful that you could have even anyone to ask help from, you know, and that you can go to at least someone and possibly get some help. You know, just be very humble in this, because with this Queen of Wands right here, it's not really talking about being confident. It's about letting people in on the darker sides of what's going on in your life right now. and to kind of ask in a very polite and kind of humble way. And the whole point of this whole interaction here, I mean, I see here in terms of what the effect of this message will be. There's something here. I mean, I almost see, especially if there is a certain dynamic with a male, female, whether they be a husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, that where you are struggling, you're trying to get everyone on the same page. Obviously, when you're talking about the Hierophant down at the end, because you just want, because obviously, I think especially here, there's so many signs telling me that it's just some type of relationship. I see the 2 pentacles right here. There's 2. I see the male and female, Queen of Wands, and the person you need to talk to. There's something here where there's a certain relationship that you're just trying to get everyone on the same page, so that hopefully everything will find a way to stabilize, even itself out, and to have a big drastic change that will move you guys forward and move past all this blockage. There's so many reversed right here, but the one thing that is upright right here is this Hierophant. You want everyone to get on the same page. You want everyone working toward the same goal or the same purpose. So there's something here where you definitely need the help of some person here with this Page of Swords reversed, and you have to let go of the past and be able to put things behind you, forgive and forget, and to ask in a very humble way, in a way that you just are very authentic, where if you do need help, ask for it in the most genuine way possible. So there's a very important message here in terms of if you are seeking help, if you are struggling, you know, and if you are dealing with someone that you've had bad blood with in the past, you know, you have to move on and you have to worry about your current circumstances and not things that have happened in the past. Okay, guys, so there's something here that I see with this whole story. There's something very powerful if you are in a relationship of some kind, or if there is someone in your past that you really need to talk to that you didn't have a good relationship with. You know, understand that this is all for your better being. You know, this is all just for your own better good, where you just have to get everyone on the same page so you can make the best of your own current circumstances right now. Forget about the things in the past that haven't changed. It's fine, you know, things happen, life isn't perfect. We got to move on and we got to take care of ourselves. So let me just do a quick summary with this stack, guys. So in terms of the message that you have right now, it looks like you may be asking for help with this 2 of Pentacles reversed. You may be having struggles on this physical realm when it comes to money, health, daily maintenance, paying bills, whatever it is. There's something here that you need help with. The reason you're so passionate about it is because you've been in this situation for quite some time with these circumstances. This Tower card shows that there haven't been any major changes in this cycle right here. So you may have been stuck with all these reversed too. There's this energetic block with all of this. In terms of you need to talk to someone, it's this Page of Swords. If you know anyone that embodies those characteristics of being a know-it-all or talking too much or being full of themselves, or, you know, all of those things, all talk and no action, you know, just one of those people. I'm sure that's not a very pleasant person or person you would want to normally contact with, but it shows that there is this person that you need to talk with. Because there's something in the past, you've known this person before, you've had a falling out or some type of bad blood, and that's fine, but you know, that's the blockage that's happening here, because you need to talk to this person, but you need to also move on from the past and what this person has done as well. And this is the reason why, is because you need to ask in a very humble way. And this whole experience here, I think, is very, very tight, where you have to ask in a very humble way, put stuff aside, forgive and forget, all those things, so you can worry about yourself and your circumstances. Because here, talking to this person and getting this message out there, asking for help of some way, is putting everything in the bigger perspective, especially being a major arcana here, a bigger perspective of trying to get on the same page and looking at the bigger picture and the bigger goal of some kind, to start working together towards achieving something. So that's what I see here, guys, in this stack right here. So if this does resonate with you, I would love to hear it in the comments and see what it is that you're going through, if you are struggling, if you need help of some kind, you know, and possibly what you're going through and what you learned. And as always, guys, we got the bonus daily advice card that is also at the end of the video, also time-stamped in the description box below. Okay, guys, so we're going to move on to the third stack, and thank you. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to stack number 3. Let's see what we got. Okay. Get everything in frame right here. Okay. Wow, we got 3 wands, 2 cups, and 1 major arcana. Look, even more cups here, even those major arcana. Okay. Wow, okay. Okay, guys, so let's start off on the left side. We got the Four of Wands reversed. In terms of the message right now that you may have that you want to express from your heart, it shows that you may not be getting the support that you want right now. Whether this be from, I think, mainly from family or friends right here. Talking about this Four of Wands right here. Because this being the home card, the happy home kind of stable home, you aren't getting that support from your loved ones. And not necessarily always family or friends or whatever it may be, but you just aren't getting that support from your support group, from those closest to you. And why is it that you want, in terms of why is it here with the Six of Wands right here, why is it that you want their support? It's because I think you just literally want their support with the Six of Wands right here. There's something here where you want their outward recognition. You want their approval. You want them to be on the same board as you and see the same vision that you have and to support you. I mean, I think that deep down, I've had this card before. I mean, like, this is something that all of us would want in the most ideal state, So here, not getting the support, with this Four of Wands, you do want the support passionately. You want people to support you. You want your loved ones to understand what you're going through. And in terms of who it is that you want to, who needs to hear this message with this Nine of Wands right here, it's those who are so protective over you. I see this already, my gosh. With this family and friends, there's people who are just very, very protective over you. And that's not a bad thing. Sometimes when it comes to parents or friends, they want the best for you. But here's the catch. They want the best for you in their own way. And that doesn't make sense, for an individual. Sometimes, you want the best for yourself in your own personal way, not their way, so that you can't really fault them for that. They do care about you, but they are overprotective of you, very protective of you. But they don't know how to support you because they may not fully understand exactly what you want, but that's on them. That has nothing to do with what you want in terms of what it is that you truly need to express. So here, in terms of what gets in the way of this expression, obstacles to this expression, is this Ace of Cups right here. So, maybe if you're talking about your family or your friends or your close loved ones in terms of your passions right here, that you're not getting the support that you need, this can trigger a very big emotional response. This can trigger a response which can really, just break open the floodgates where, you just may become overwhelmed with emotion, where you may start talking or responding through and letting your emotions talk, and not necessarily taking the moment to pause, think things through, and have a conversation. You may just react emotionally and volatilely. So here it shows that the emotions here play a big role in terms of what you want. You're obviously very passionate about this, getting these three wands, and you have people who are just as passionate about protecting you and loving you too. So there's a certain duality here that needs to come together, and to meet each other halfway. But here, you are emotionally triggered when it comes to talking about, the support that you need and talking about those who you want the support from. But here, the best way to express how you feel, we got the Two of Cups reversed. So with the Two of Cups, and again, if we're talking about, this resonates with you, if we're talking about friends and family, the Two of Cups reversed is really saying, if you do, this is really asking you to focus on, in terms of your expression, what you want to say, focus on how this affects your relationship. Obviously these people, you want their support, but you don't see eye to eye. You don't understand each other fully and fully accept each other, even though you may not understand each other, you still don't accept them. And that is putting a strain on your guys' relationship. So there, and here in terms of the Two of Cups, it's really asking you to start addressing, when you talk to these people, addressing, hey, in the bigger picture of all this, I know that this is what I want, I need your support in something, but when I don't get it, this is what happens to our relationship. We fall apart, we grow apart, we may not even want to be in each other's lives, because if we don't support each other, why be in a relationship of that kind? Why be in a friendship or family or whatever circumstance there is here? Why would I want those people in my life if they don't love and support me? So here, in terms of expressing yourself, talk about how it affects the relationships that you have here with your friends and your family, those who are very protective over you, because I think these people, they do love you, but their heart is just in a different place. They protect you and expect things for you and want the best for you in a different way. Obviously not your way because you're not getting their support, but you have to meet eye to eye and come in from both and meet each other halfway. And in terms of here, I mean, looking at this Temperance card, talking about meeting each other halfway and getting to that middle point, the whole point of this self-expression here is to meet each other and to allow these two sides to meet, to kind of find the balance between others' expectations and my own expectations and wanting their support. So here, both sides, if they really want to be in each other's lives, and if they truly care and are protective over this person, they both have to honor each other. They both have to see each other eye to eye and meet each other halfway, as seen with this Temperance card upright. So there's a very strong message here, guys, and I think a lot of people can relate to this message. I know I definitely can, especially when I was in my 20s, wanting, a certain support system, wanting my friends or family to support me in a certain way. Of course, they would never understand, so then, they may not show that support and then show it through different ways, and I'll get emotional. There's so many things here where I think a lot of people can relate to this journey right here. So let me do a quick summary for you guys, because this is a very, very tight story, especially here talking about, two sides to something. We got the Temperance, we got the two opposing elements of fire and water with the Staves and Cups. It's amazing, my God. So there's a very strong story here. And I'll give you a quick summary. In terms of the message from the heart that you have, you want to talk to those closest to you, your family, your friends, your support group, whatever it is. But you want to talk to them because you want to tell them that you're not getting the support that you really need in your life, that you truly want in your life in terms of what it is you want to be and what you want to achieve. And so why is it that you want them to, why is it that you're so passionate about this? Is because deep down you really do want their support. You want their love, you want their recognition, you want their approval. You want them to all just be on the same page because you maybe need the support to move on, and you need that comfort zone, that safety net, whatever it is. You need people to turn to as you're going on in your journey, which is a very valid thing to want. And because, who needs to hear this? It really is your family and friends. Here I see people who are very overprotective of you. People here who maybe want to shield you in some way from the harshness of life, because they've experienced certain things. So here there's someone here, I really do believe it's family and friends, who really are very protective over you. It may shield you because, they don't understand your dream and are maybe fearful for your own, well-being of some kind. But what gets in the way here is really the emotions, because there's something here, I know for myself too, it's a big emotional trigger when you talk about your family and friends and talk about the support that they don't give you. That could be a big emotional trigger in terms of, overflowing with all these past feelings, all these past emotions, all these past experiences that you may have gone through, and just make you just become reactive in a very emotional way, very volatile way. But in terms of expressing yourself, look, another cups right here with these people who are protective over you, your family and friends probably, you have to tell them, this is, beyond what you want from me and beyond what I want for myself. This is what happens when we don't see eye to eye, is that it affects our relationship in a negative way. It impacts us in a very negative way, where we may grow apart from each other if we don't accept one another. We may not want to be in each other's lives anymore if we don't start supporting me, and all this other stuff. Because here it shows that there could be a possible falling out and that the relationships are tense and are not working right now. There's a certain blockage here. So there is a lot of love here, but just a lot of misunderstood, misplaced love between here. So now you really need to hone it in home with this message about not getting your support. You need to let them know that how it affects you when you don't get your support. And the whole point of this is to really bring everything to balance. So to hopefully let everyone see eye to eye, and to kind of understand, let everyone meet each other halfway in a certain sense, so that all of you can move on together and move forward together instead of just being at odds with one another. Okay, guys, so that's all I see for this stack. I mean, it's a very strong stack. Again, all these two opposing energies, the duality right here with the temperance. There's a very strong story here, and I think it was very, very amazing. If this resonates with you, I would love to hear it in the comments and see what you're going through. You know, what exactly it is you may be lacking support in, or what your journey is. I would love to hear it. And don't forget, guys, to check out your bonus daily advice card that is also listed in the timestamps below in the description box. And we're going to move on to the final stack, guys. Thanks. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to that final stack, stack number 4. Let's see what the final stack has in store. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Okay, everything good. Everything's in frame. Okay, so 2 pentacles. Got it. Okay. So let's start off on the left. In terms of a message you have from the heart, you got the devil card. The message is you are the devil. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So for the devil card, in terms of the message you may have from your heart, there's something that you're going through where you're feeling very powerless, that you feel like you're a prisoner, and that something has more control over it than you have control over. So this can be anything from, any type of bad habit or unhealthy attachment of some kind. It could be vices, it could be strong negative feelings such as depression or anxiety or feeling powerless, whatever it is. Even just feeling lost in the dark and not knowing and not having the clarity to understand where you're going. So you're going through this very, very kind of dark phase right now in your heart, or with yourself rather, but in your heart you want to start expressing this to other people. You need to start talking to other people about the things that you're going through. And the reason why you're so passionate about it is we got the 8 of Pentacles reversed. There's something here, and I'm seeing something with the job again with this 3 Pentacles too. Very strong thing about the job there too, but I think this relates very much to your job. There's something here with either your career or your job where you're feeling the monotony of it. You're feeling like everything is very dull, everything is very routine. You go in and out, get your work done, come back, go to bed, go home, whatever, have dinner, rinse and repeat, and you just feel like life is very dull and monotonous and repetitive right now. And so you may be losing actually the bigger picture of your life and all the fulfilling aspects that maybe you had in the first place when you took on this career. And so there's something here where it's coming to a head right now with these 2 cards in terms of, you're questioning possibly your work, it's starting to affect you on this level outside of work with this devil card here, and you may start losing the bigger picture and fun and, monotony, the fun of life right here through this monotony. And so someone you need to talk to is looking at the 9 of Cups reversed. There's someone here with this 9 of Cups. I really do believe, again, talking about work, I saw this as your boss, some type of supervisor or someone who's in charge of you, whatever it may be. But there's someone here you need to talk to and talk to them about how unfulfilling your current feelings are. You may be in this job, doing things so repetitively and losing the luster of life. You may start seeing how unfulfilling it is, and this is something that you need to talk to about your boss and to let them know exactly what it is that you're going through. That maybe you do like your job, and as going on I'll show you that you may be doing well in your job and that you do like your job, but in the end you go home feeling unfulfilled every day. And so this is the thing, it's like in terms of what I said before, in terms of what gets in the way is because it's the 3 of Pentacles that you actually may be good at your job. You may actually be maybe very, very good at your job, but you may have lost passion for it in some way with this 8 of Pentacles reverse and the devil. It shows that, obviously you work well with the team, you get stuff done, you know how to do your job well, everything is good in terms of the work environment, but in terms of the fulfillment and, trying to see it as something that ignites your soul and gives you passion, it may be lacking in that aspect. So here, in terms of what gets in the way, is that you do like your job, and you do possibly like the stability it gives, but it just is truly unfulfilling right now. So you're at this place where you're at a rock and a hard point a little bit, where you are doing something which is good and stable and safe, but are you willing to give that up for something more fulfilling and something that gives you passion? So in terms of here, when you talk to your boss or supervisor or higher management, whatever that may be, in terms of expressing yourself in the best way, you need to talk to them with the World card is talking about the bigger picture that you have for yourself. Again, when I said, you're losing sight of the bigger picture with this Eight of Pentacles, the only way to really remedy this is to understand exactly what is your bigger picture. What is it that you have planned for yourself? What are the things that you find fulfilling, that give you passion? What are those things? And when you understand that, if you talk to your boss or higher management, let them know exactly, I don't find this work fulfilling. This is what I find fulfilling. This is what I am passionate about, etc. And if you are doing well in your work, and if you are a good worker, a good employee, whatever, you are able, they will be able to find a way to remedy this for you. Maybe they'll put you in a different department. Maybe they'll let you do another job for a little while and see how you like that. All these things. So there are solutions to this if you just go out and express yourself exactly about how you feel to your boss and all those other and your higher up management. So there's something here where you can really hopefully find that fulfillment again, because obviously what you're doing right now, it lost its luster and is no longer fulfilling. So you have to really understand exactly what is the bigger picture that you have for yourself, and what is the bigger understanding that I have for my life and that I want for my life, and then be able to translate that to your boss in terms of your work environment. And so the whole point of all of this expression right here is about the Knight of Wands reversed. So here it's talking about, the whole point is to let other people know, especially those in your higher up and those in your work environment, to know how much you've been feeling like stuck, how you feel like you've been wandering and lost with no real purpose, and that you have lost all the fulfillment in the job that may have been there in the beginning, but now it's just gone. So there's something here in terms of this whole journey where you're really trying to understand yourself in terms of what you want in your career, and what is it that you truly find fulfilling in terms of that will give you that feeling of feeling complete, feeling whole, just as the world would be, and feeling at one with everything. And to hopefully move on past these feelings of the devil, feeling trapped, feeling that you're lost and that you are powerless and can't change your circumstances. So here I see a very strong and relatable story here in terms of work. I think a lot of people go through this. I know I have definitely in my previous jobs. But it's in terms of really expressing yourself and to really reach out there. Sure, it seems kind of weird to talk to your boss. It's like, hey, this is kind of what I want out of my life. But here, in terms of if you can relate that to your current work environment and exactly what it is that you want to do in your work, I'm sure that that you will find a way where a solution will come its way to you. So I'm going to do a quick summary here, guys. We got, in terms of the message that you have coming from your heart, is that you are feeling powerless right now. That you feel like the victim and are trapped in something right now, and something has its control over you. Whether they be, and I think it really truly is this feeling of feeling unfulfilled, and that you're losing the bigger picture of what it is you want in life. Because why? And you're so passionate about it because everything has become so routine, so monotonous, so repetitive, that is just, that you feel like this is my life, really, this is what life is about, and you're losing the sight of the bigger picture. In terms of who you need to talk to, is looking like a boss or someone like that, in terms of a supervisor or management, in terms of someone who is in charge of you guys. And in terms of what you need to talk to them about is how much you are unfulfilled right here, unfulfilled in the things that you're doing, and how you're losing steam and actually it's affecting you outside of work in a certain way where you're feeling lost and you're questioning things. And you need to talk to them in a way about the bigger picture that you have for your life in terms of your career path. Because obviously here, what gets in the way is that you do like the job and you may not want to leave the job because you do well in it. But here it's just not in alignment with your bigger picture. So you need to find a way to remedy this and to kind of, see both sides and bring them together to balance. And here, the whole point of this message that you want to express is to express, how much you've been feeling stuck and without a purpose, and you feel like you've been wandering without any real goal or that you want to achieve. So here, it's really to let yourself express all this. So hopefully you can find some solution in your work environment to either stay with your job and possibly not even stay with your job. Sometimes we lose passion and steam, and sometimes that's a sign for us to move on as well. So here there are big decisions here that you have to make in terms of your bigger overall aspect and bigger picture that you have for your life. Just because you're good at something does not mean that you have to make it your career or your work. So that's something to think about as well. Okay, guys, so that's all I see here in terms of this stack. A good one in terms if this resonated with you and relating to your work situation. If this did resonate, I would love to hear it in the comments and see what you guys are going through and to see any wisdom that you may have for me that you want to share. That would be awesome. And as always, the bonus daily advice card is coming up right after this stack, guys, so just stay tuned, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, bye. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope we were able to connect through the cards. And if you did find a stack that resonated with you, I hope you found some new insight, awareness, or enlightenment that can be beneficial for your current circumstances. Okay guys, so for your bonus daily advice card, we got the Three of Pentacles upright. So for the Three of Pentacles, it asks you to connect with a diverse group of people in order to attain a common goal. And with this Mercury and Leo energy, guys, I think is asking you to really connect with other individuals who strive to live their most authentic life. And the funny thing about that energy, talking about authenticity, the funny thing about it is, one person's vision for their best life is probably going to differ greatly from yours, And that's completely fine, actually. That variety creates the spice of life. So this card is really asking you, can you look at others on a much deeper level beyond the surface value or first impressions? Like, even though a person is living a completely different life than you, or may have different goals, or just completely has a different life experience altogether, can you look deeper and ask, are they living their most authentic life? And if they are, well then all these differences truly won't matter because you will connect and respect one another through the most fundamental level of valuing authenticity. This will only help enlighten your journey by making you feel comfortable in your skin at all times and helping you understand exactly who you are and how to express that even beyond, your safety or comfort zones. So, with this card, guys, I really want you to go out there and connect with others because as you do so and find other people who are just authentic as you are or someone who has achieved that and you want to actually follow in their footsteps or learn something from them, you will find reflections of yourself through them in your journey just by living your most authentic and genuine life. Okay guys, so I think that's all the advice and wisdom and all that I got for today. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my videos. It means so much to me. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. Would love to keep in touch with you. And I will see you next video, guys. I want to say thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be beautiful and blessed. Have a good one, guys.